Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Kimi ga Nozomu Eien. And today we're going to be doing something really quite fun, I think, because we're going to be looking at two simultaneous stories. So Haruka's broken up with Takayuki just because of the fact that she is really concerned about the fact that he has no dreams for his future, and she feels as if he is putting too much of his time, his thought, his passion, his everything towards her. So obviously she's decided just to say stop basically, and don't come near me until you've found something to do with your life, to be honest, and make the next time you see me, make it so that your life is not completely revolving around me, because obviously it's a burden on her as well. It was surprising, but it's easy to reason out the reason as to why it happened. Easy to reason out the reason. I really just said that. But anyway, the other simultaneous story that we are seeing with this, as you can see here, it's Akio and Mitsuki. Akio, Tsujimura Akio, is a past friend of Mitsuki on the swimming team, and they're basically trying to find a flat. She's a college student who's just trying to find a job, and then she'll probably go. And Mitsuki, obviously, she wants to get away from Takayuki. And ironically, who are they talking about? As you can see here, Takayuki, and obviously her story. We're seeing it all from her perspective, and it's interesting. We're seeing a lot of things that have really been changed. For example, what Takayuki's parents' true intentions were. He was really paranoid, and he still believed, even after 3 years later, that, for example, they were trying to take him away from Haruka. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to go on today. Let's begin. Right, here we go. This is going to be something I'm really excited to see Hayase's perspective on as well. Can I just mention? Well, at least she's honest.
気持ちはわからないでもないけど、逃げ場にしたって近すぎるでしょ。どう考えても。
Yeah, but that's assuming that she was thinking rationally. Let's be honest, she was not.
わかってる。本当、最低だよね。
Takayuki's the worst if you want to call yourself the worst. Don't ever call yourself the worst.
あんたたち全員ね。
To be honest, she was a bit ridiculous when it came to how she acted. But at the same time, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I don't really think she's the one we should blame the most here.
それは違うよ。
Shinji does kind of suck for letting Hayase sleep with her.
はるかも新宿も悪くない。
And she actually believes that. Seriously.
だったらあんたもじゃない。え？
Yeah, true.
なんでもない。続けて。
Yeah, isn't it interesting that Hayase is probably just feeling that she's really quite bad, and obviously she could be the person who caused all of this. That's obviously what she thinks. If I'm going to be honest, I think it's ironic that everybody, all three friends, had a part in causing Haruka's death. Shinji had the photograph, which he obviously asked Takayuki to come and collect. Hayase did the ring, and obviously Takayuki thought that he was late as a result of doing those two's requests. So, yeah, it was technically all three of them, and that's the funny thing about this. Oh my gosh, she looks so cool with her cigarette.
私の独りよがりが高息をみんなを追い込んでたんだなって。高息の心に開いた遥かっていう大きな穴。
Oh, that's horrible.
私はそこに入り込んだだけ。
You spent time with somebody and you liked them, and then you wanted to get into a relationship. You were not taking advantage of that. Don't villainize yourself, man. And if this was something that was happening, surely Takayuki, who is feeling so much happier as a result of Hayase being there, surely he should have had the capacity to say no. It's his fault as well, it's not just yours. It's his fault for actually accepting their relationship. Even though everything with Haruka happened.
Takayukiに思いが残ってるのは当然だよね。
God, she feels really guilty. Is that alcohol or is it water? I genuinely can't tell. Yeah.
はるかが目覚めたら封じ込めてた思いが溢れてくるのは当然だよね。
Yeah, that is fair.
最初から分かっていたのに私は必死にすがってTakayukiを苦しめた。
Interesting that she believes this. Oh my god, I remember this. So Mitsuki was listening to this when he had the total outburst just before the end of the story. When he was alone and on the hospital rooftop. God, totally breaking down as well.
何？だらしがないのは嫌なの。はっきり言って。
Yeah, and she's probably really comprehended that just because of the fact that her being with Takayuki is something that obviously makes her seem sad. But I just can't believe that there are so many points where, if you ask me, I'm sorry, but I get that Takayuki was doing all of this because of the fact that he was desperately joining this relationship and desperate for the hole in his heart to be filled, like Mitsuki put it, but at the same time, he has done so much wrong to Mitsuki. I can't believe Mitsuki only blames herself and refuses to see why Takayuki is in the wrong. Seriously.
手出して。ほら、出して。私、泣かないから。Takayukiが嫌がること、絶対にしないから。
Yeah.
でも、最後にお願いがあるの。
I find it interesting that she asks this. It's just like subtly saying, I will not come back here.
この部屋に残していく私のものは、Takayukiの手で一つ残らず捨ててほしいの。
Yeah.
私も自分でちゃんとするから。これでおしまい。今から私とTakayukiは恋人でも何でもありません。思ったより簡単だね。
Yeah, and I find it really interesting just how good of a front she could put up. Okay, there we go.
じゃあ帰るね。いつか忘れることができると思う。だから安心して。
I think.
またいつか会おうね。
I really do wonder if they will meet again. Yeah, God, and you can just see how much these people have had an attachment for her. But Takayuki does not have the right to cry with how he treated her. Yes. Ah, we're going to see this now. Interesting. Okay, but Takayuki does have the right to cry because obviously it's a relationship that he's had, that so much tragedy has been around, that he has made Haruka, he has made Hayase so upset as a result of clinging to Haruka, but at the same time I think it's just insane how badly he was treating Hayase. But at the same time, it's kind of, how much can you blame him, because was he really in a sound mind at the time? He was just so stressed that it's hard to tell whether he was genuine. I mean, I'm serious, like, those times when he was ill, so ill that he has a fever, and yet at the same time he just feels like he has to do what Akane has done and just go to the hospital every single time. It's ridiculous, it really is. And it's so sad as well how this relationship's fate was, because we have a root for Hayase. My point is, this relationship could have happened. Genuinely, it could have. But no, it didn't. Yeah, this is the conversation before, obviously, everything happens. Interesting.
私さ、この町出ることにしたんだ。え？正直私、まだ高之のこと忘れられない。
Yeah.
心の中はね、あいつでいっぱいなんだ。でも、高之が選んだのははるか。その気持ちはよくわかるし、それでいいと思う。
Yeah. I mean, if I'm going to be honest, it's hard to tell whether it's for the best or not. Does Haruka really need Takayuki? I really do wonder if you could actually make the argument that Hayase needs Takayuki more than Haruka does. Look, seriously, I do wonder if you could actually make that argument. It will be very interesting to read her roots whenever we do that. But I hope to do it by the end of next year.
それにさ、あいつはもう十分苦しんだから、早く楽にしてあげたいんだよ。
He has suffered, but he hasn't dealt with it well.
この町狭いからさ、どっかでばったり会っちゃったりなんてことあると思うの。
It's hard to tell. It really is.
そしたらあいつ絶対気使うし、いろいろ考えちゃうと思う。まあ私も今はちょっと耐えられそうにないしね。
Fair.
みつき。
God, she's really quite upset. I don't blame her.
高之もいない場所でしばらく一人で暮らそうって決めたの。
Alone. God, I just can't believe she blames herself for everything, and she really struggles to feel any implication that others could be in the wrong, if you ask me.
そんな。会社にも辞表出しちゃったし、部屋も決めちゃったから。
Yeah.
もう後には引けないよ。
There is no turning back.
え？ごめんね。ごめんね。
Jesus, she feels really, really guilty.
はるか。みつきに辛いことばっかり押し付けて。
If I'm going to be honest, I don't even disagree. I mean, obviously, Haruka's condition made her suffer, not her as a person, but still. It's not her fault at all. God.
しっかりしてよ、はるか。私の方が高之と過ごした時間は長いんだよ。それだけはすぐに追い越せないんだからね。
Fair enough.
この町にはね、私と高之の思い出の方がずっと多いんだよ。それが私が二人に押し付けていく辛いことなんだから。お互い様なんだから謝んないでよ。
Yeah, that's understandable, I suppose. Hayase, Haruka has just... Her condition has kind of completely ruined Hayase's relationship life, but at the same time it did begin it as well. But obviously that doesn't even matter considering how much pain has amassed from it. But also, in return, Mitsuki is saying all of the memories, all of the places you want to visit with Takayuki are places that we have memories in. It's as if all of these memories exist. And obviously they will be painful for Takayuki, and he needs to paint over them. Yeah, God, she feels really bad.
私は大丈夫だから。一人になって考えてみたいんだ。
I'm
私に
interested.
何が残っていて、何ができるのかって。だから今日ははるかと私二人の旅立ちの日なんだからね。
Holy shit, she feels so guilty.
そうだよね。
So guilty. But after all, Mitsuki is sacrificing all of this for Haruka. Ironically, even in the end, when circumstances have gotten a lot more serious, she did what she had sworn to do at the beginning, i.e. preserve the relationship between Haruka and Takayuki.
もう泣かないでよ、はるか。みつきだって。
Well, she's trying so hard not to, but I wouldn't blame her for letting the facade go a little bit. God.
そうやって私みんなを苦しめちゃったんだ。
Is that her cigarettes or Akiyo's? I'd assume Akiyo's. To be fair, Mitsuki, I don't think she actually smokes. We've never really heard anything about it. I don't think she does, no. She drinks. God, she drinks. But she does not smoke. I really will find it interesting to see what Akiyo's perspective on this.
わがままさえ言わなきゃ、はるかも高之もシンジ君も。
あのね、一つだけ言わせてもらうけど。
Yeah. Now we're going to listen to the alternative perspective.
何？
あんたも被害者なんだよ。
So you need to say. あんたも被害者なんだよ. Actually, what would you count as a Japanese word? Because would you count particles as words, or would you just count them as not words? あんた被害者だ, I suppose, because that's conjugation of this. So in theory 3 words, but maybe 6 if you count the particles. Yeah. You are, anyway, like, such a short amount of words in Japan. Dude, just look at the English amounts. Okay, 5 words. All that is taken to change things, basically. Well, technically 6, because you are. It's what you're shorter for, but it's 5 here. She is totally a victim. Oh my god! She's standing up. This is how you know shit's gonna be serious.
普通に考えて。悪いのは事故を起こしたやつなんじゃないの？
Totally reasonable. Why does nobody blame that person? Oh my god, imagine if it's her.
村。
はい。
え？
飲みなよ。
What?
急にどうしたの？
あんたのつまんない話聞いてたらすごく飲みたくなったの。
Jesus Christ. Two means of lowering your life expectancy in one image. And getting into very bad habits.
いいから飲みなって。
でも辻村は私と飲んでも。
Yeah, it won't do anything. Why does she want to drink though? Imagine if it was actually her. She seems... feels unusual, this.
自分より不幸な人間の存在って耳っちいやつの精神衛生上すごく重要だって知ってた？
Right.
素敵。落ちぶれた地元の星なんて最高の
Jesus
魚だわ。
Christ, man. Are you gonna be, I don't know, a thing called kind, maybe? Jesus Christ. That is really far. What's going on now?
知らないよ。私酒癖悪いんだから。
Oh god. And let me guess, now we're gonna go back to Takayuki and Shinji.
なるみ、高雪？
Okay. We are going back to something I was not expecting whatsoever.
美月のクラスの。もしかしてはるか？
A love interest.
さあ白状しなさい。あんたなるみくんのこと好きなんでしょ？キャどうしてなんでわかったの？
I mean, you could do a little bit better of a job hiding it. Oh my god. This is the beginning of everything.
あ、やっぱりそっか。そうなんだ。耳たぶまで真っ赤にしちゃって可愛いな、もうまってくん。よしよし、そっかそっか。はるか、とりあえず歩くよ。
I love this background. Looks really nice. What is it with visual novels and doing such good spring backgrounds? Super Hibi spoilers, but Cherry Blossom background, chapter 7, Hill of Sunflowers ending, or Himawari no Sakamichi, if you want the Japanese version.
そんな。こんなところでじっとしてたらみんな変に思うでしょ？だって。
Oh god, she's scared.
はるか、もう大丈夫だよ。本当に？本当だってば。ほら、いつまでもこんなとこにいると遅刻しちゃうよ。ごめん。まったく、なんだかな。ごめん、みつき。
Somebody is being a little bit more, well, a little bit less composed than they would normally be, a little bit more clumsy.
いいわよ。
Somebody has a
そん
crush.
なに真っ赤な顔見せられちゃう。私は何も言えないわ。真っ赤になってる？
Does she not even realise?
真っ赤っか。 はるか。私決めた。
This is really sweet, just seeing so many times where Haruka's saying that she likes Takayuki. Can I just mention that she probably only likes Takayuki just because of his looks? I mean, if you actually knew him, I don't think you would like him. I do wonder what would have happened if they were in the same class, genuinely.
何を？なるみくんがはるかにふさわしい男かどうか、私が見定めてあげる。
Time for them to have sex. Just kidding.
いいよ。私の大切なはるかをしょうもないやつにあげられないでしょ。
Fair. So what, I'm just going to move my mouse mat. It's gonna feel so weird. Oh, I know, it has to be like that. Shit. Okay. Run from the rain.
それじゃあ行ってくるね。
Holy shit. Haruka Hayase from the behind. I love it when seeing characters, well, the back of characters can make something look really quite scary. I saw that a few times in Tsubahibi, it made me really quite unnerved.
頑張ってね、はるか。頑張る。
And this is where it leads to. Jesus Christ, what a morbid comparison. What a realistic comparison though, God. Who would have thought that the seeds you have sown in your past lead to, well, you looking like this in the future.
.もしかしてはるか？
ああ、涙酒？確かに酒癖悪いわ。
だから最初に言ったじゃないよ。
泣け泣け、いい君だ。
Jesus Christ. I can't tell if she's being funny or if she's being a total
そういえば
arsehole.
あんた、鈴宮さんに住むところはもう決まってるとか言ってたみたいだけど。
Ooh. First thing Haruka says to Hayase, "Oh, I've broken up with Takayuki."
まあそこはカッコつけたかったとこか。
God, yeah, totally.
ごめん。
ねえ早瀬、明日さ泳ぎに行かない？
泳ぐって？
区民プールの50メートルで勝負しよ
いきなり何？
過去の生産ってやつ。今のあんたになら勝てそうだからね。
辻村、
どう？私が負けたら食事係交代制にしてもいいわよ。
後悔しても知らないからね。
That's what Takayuki said. Oh my god. I wonder how this is gonna go. Oh. Suck it. Wait, no. Hang on a second. Why did I think that said suck it? I just saw the Sanzui radical. No, that's what I thought I did. It looked, that square shape, it kind of looked like the sucker shape, and then the Sanzui radical as well. It looked like it. I've seen this around, but I forgot what it was. I don't know, it's like the kanji that's in oil and Ryu, because yes, reason, but obviously with the radical attached. But I swear I've seen that somewhere. I need to actually research that. Yeah, he's just constantly worrying about Haruka. He is making progress, but he is still worrying about her. My god, isn't it interesting to think about the fact that what they do is just... Let's be honest, Tsujimura totally believes the fact that Hayase is a victim, and yet at the same time they don't really do much to solve it. If anything, they just drink their problems away. I mean, she clearly has problems as well. I mean, look at how much she smokes. I wonder if that's a coping mechanism for her. I wonder what her nails look like. Let's hope they're not like a heavy smoker's nails.
そうだよな。でも家族もついてるし、鈴宮一人で外出ってことはないだろう。鈴宮の決心か？ああ、見えて芯が強いからな。ああ、そうかいそうかい。だけどさ、どういう理由があったにしろ、いきなり別れようってのは正直理解に苦しむぞ。ありえねえだろ、普通。
Yeah. Totally reasonable. And I can kind of understand the reason, but Takayuki has been nothing but kind to her, and she has been happy while being with him. Maybe it was 3 years ago and everything that has happened, and maybe just feeling a bit of distance. Like she's just a replacement for Mitsuki. Well, she should communicate this to Takayuki, considering how much he's ruined his relationship with Mitsuki and how much his life has been owned by her, or at least that's what he's made happen.
そう言うけどお前、本当に不満の一つもねえのかよ。
I think her breakup was a bit ridiculous as well, but I'm assuming there are quite a lot of things that she hasn't told Takayuki as well.
だって考えてもみろ。それって自分の理想と違うのは
Yeah.
終わりだっていう態度だぞ。
Yeah, seriously. I mean, isn't that like the opposite of what love should be? It should be a quest to understand one another and to live life seeking understanding, rather than, let's be honest, like this dishonesty. I see what he's saying. If you aren't a clone of me, I want you to fuck off. Yeah, I see what Shinji's saying. Oh shit. Yeah, totally. She is. He does have a point.
ま、それだけお前のことを信頼してたってことだろうけど。
That's interesting.
確かにお前の言う通り、それは鈴宮の本心なんかじゃないな。
He didn't expect that. He just expected Haruka to understand her like a lover would, really. And if anything, it's interesting that what Shinji's saying is Haruka knows that something like this is going to be a wake-up call for Takayuki. Something like this is going to be able to make him go forward in life. Well, she thinks that, and it has happened coincidentally, but what if it didn't? She would have messed her relationship up for the entirety of her future. Would she have wanted that? Who knows?
悩んでるだろうな、今頃。
Yeah, she must be knowing that Takayuki is going to come back. And that's why she made a move that's risky like this. But I don't really think... I just think it's a bit ridiculous what she's done. But I won't deny it is a good wake-up call for Takayuki. Kimi ga Nozomu Eien characters not feeling guilt for themselves unreasonably challenge. I mean, well, actually Takayuki did make Haruka feel that way, but at the same time, I mean, it was her decision to feel that way. He might have made her really happy. Oh god, it's tricky.
まあそうだな。そういや、お前が考えてるとか言ってた分かりやすい夢ってのは何なんだ？おいおい。
Yeah, fair enough.
そうか。
You can't sit around and do nothing, because if you don't, you're not going to have your relationship back. It's basically now, get good aspirations, rethink your life, otherwise you can't have a relationship. And if I'm going to be honest, it is really quite brutal. It is. It was not a mistake, he was just telling his heart to his lover. If anything, I think Haruka to an extent is in the wrong. Because even though Takayuki needs to think his life through, and he needs to obviously get a good job and just get something that is going to be able to make him live through life happily, and obviously while being able to sustain his living, he needs... What was I saying again? Kind of trailed off and I forgot what the start of the sentence was. Yeah, sure, even though he did that, it doesn't justify Haruka literally ditching him after he's done so much for her. I mean, surely a little bit more explanation should have happened. But she knows, if anything, that Takayuki loves her so much that he's going to do anything to change how she thinks of him. I.e. changing his dream. I don't actually think Haruka did the right thing here, to be honest. I mean, sure, Takayuki's going to be motivated to change his life now, but... was it really the right way of making him change it?
What? そうだな。あいつにな。
Fair enough.
お前、本当に変わったんだな。
He always says that. He always changes though, that's the cool thing. He always changes and yet he still has flaws.
も酒がないと思ってさ。同じのでいいか？
Jesus Christ. They're gonna be fucked by the end of the night.
すんません。
You can actually do that in Japan, just shout and then the waiter comes to you. Must be awful. Oh my god.
高之くん
So now we're going to see Haruka's responses to everything that has gone on.
ごめんね。美月に約束したのに。
You still wanted to end it.
ごめんね。
Oh, what's Akane doing? Oh my god, the
最
blinking.
近なるみさん来ないな。
I just think the blinking is so funny. I like it, it's unique, but it just sometimes looks really weird. It's just so unnecessary. It's unnecessary and it serves no addition to anything, but I love it. No, totally. Yeah, I wonder if she's going to notice. I wonder if Haruka's going to tell anybody. We're at school. A really quite odd sunset.
以上解散
Ooh, it's Akane's... Wait, we're seeing things from Akane's POV now?
お疲れ様でしたあかね今日どこか寄ってく
ごめん、先約。
ねえマジスカテン行こうよスカテン
うわ、時間あったって行かないよ。
懲りないねなるみファンいいじゃんいいじゃん
Wait, are these people... I can't tell if these people are joking as friends or if they're bullying.
そんじゃね。
お疲れ
No, they would have been
こ
more
の子たち
insistent.
推薦やら大会控えてカロリー計算ちゃんとしてんの
This
か
is a
な。
really nice
スカ
background.
テンスカテンってだいたいなんで呼び捨てなのさ、もう。スカテンか。なるみさんいるよね。
So I wonder if this is before or... No, of course. Oh, this will be interesting.
ああ、まあいいや。うわ、時間。
Oh god, what's the time?
鈴宮さん
The fuck is this? Is she getting proposed to or something?
ごめんなさい。ああ、いないし。
Is that meant to be Takayuki?
鈴宮さん
I don't know whose voice that is meant to be. I'm assuming somebody tried to confess to Akane. I can't believe it. So we've
時
seen
間あったって行かないよ。
we've seen 2 times where these people have talked about going to Sky Temple.
遅刻もいいところだもんな。不可抗力なのに。
見ちゃった。
Oh my god, it's it's her.
びっくりさせないでよ、もう。
Chizuru. I've got no idea who. So this is another person who goes on Akane's swim team. It looks like. I'm assuming this is one of the friends of Akane. Chizuru. What a cool name, Chizuru.
遅刻よ遅刻。30分。
30 minutes late.
ごめん、実はさ。
でまた振っちゃったんだ。今月は結構多いわね。
Ah, it was.
なんだ、見てたんじゃん。
I just think it's so funny that everybody asks the swim team members out.
だから見たって言ったでしょ。
覗きなんて趣味悪。
I thought peeping toms was that referred to somebody who was a lot more sexual than just looking at somebody reject the boy. I.e. well, let's just say, if you've read Higarashi's Mehagashi chapter, the end of the story where Keiichi goes into the woman's changing rooms. That's all I have to say. That's the last time I heard that word being used in a visual novel. Yeah. And I think you can probably tell why I think that now.
人聞き悪いこと言わないでよね。茜があんまり遅いから探しに行ったんじゃない。
Dude, how fucking big are this person's glasses? How big are your glasses? Your glasses are like half the size of your fucking head. Like, seriously. Yeah, don't get embarrassed. She took half an hour though, damn.
ね、茜。
This is a really cool view. Wow. Why is there just a straight line here though? Weird. It looks nice though.
何？
さっきの人は男子水泳部か何か？
全然知らない人。
全然？
見たこともない。どうして？
どうしてそれで告白なんてしてくるのかしら。
好きだから？
どこが？
Oh.
そんなのあの人に聞いてよ。だいたい何よ、どこがって。ひどい言われよ。
違うわよ。茜はあの人のこと何も知らなかったわけよね。
だね。
Yeah, seriously.
ってことはあの人がどうして茜を好きかも全然知らなかったんでしょ？
True.
まあね。
それで告白をしてうまくいくなんて本気で思っていたのかしら。
Agreed.
まあ、あの人はそうだったんじゃない？
直接聞きはしたわけ？
It is ridiculous though. I mean, why would you confess to somebody you don't even know?
いちいちそんなことしないよ。ああいう時にこっちから口挟むのは。
Is it because it's
私
funny
には
or?
無理。
彼言わなかったの？ まあ一応は。でも千鶴が今さら聞いて新しい話じゃないよ。そんなの理由がないのと大して変わらないじゃない。やっぱり理解できないわ。付き合うってことを軽く見ているとしか思えない。
To be fair, I can kind of see that. Dating can literally change your life. I mean, in the biggest scenario, dating will get you a relationship that could possibly go into your future after high school. So it can, definitely. Yeah, well, I see that.
Well, まあまあ世の中理屈じゃ解明できないこともあるって。あなた当事者なのに何一言みたいに。
She doesn't care, let's be honest here.
仕方がないよ。告白してくれる人には申し訳ないけどさ、ほんと今月多いもん。深く考えてたら何もできなくなっちゃう。
That must be really irritating. I can kind of see why she feels bad, because they are trying so hard to proclaim their feelings to her. Is she going to accept them? No, but at the same time they're being a bit idiotic for trying in the first place, because let's be honest, basically all of these people don't even know her.
そういう人いるみたいね。卒業前に思い出作りってやつかしら。
Oh yeah, that's her expressions are hilarious. I'm just waiting for the blink.
まあこれから先行事目白押しだし、クリスマスに冬休みに正月にバレンタインで卒業、密度高いよね。
I see that. There are so many events somebody could spend with another person, so obviously confessions are going up because people want to have somebody to spend the events with. I see that.
受験はどうするのかしらね。付き合ってる暇なんてないと思うんだけど。
Well, that's the last thing on the agenda.
なんかね、これダメだとか思ったらその忙しさを理由に別れるんだってさ。卒業もこれまたいい理由になるんだそうで。
God, it's so fake.
「何よそれ。そういうのなんか嫌。納得いかない。
Yeah, me too.
始まった。まあ言うと思ってたけどね。いいじゃない、好きにさせとけばさ。別れる時期に保険をかけて付き合うなんて、それ負けた時のことを考えて勝負するようなものよ。うまくいくわけない。そんな恋愛おかしいわ。
Yeah, fair enough. That too, yeah.
ま
さか千鶴、付き合う以上は結婚前提にとか言い出さないよね。
No, it shouldn't. It should just be with the intent of getting to know, getting to take a relationship with a person that you already know to a further level. A person that you already know. Keywords there.
そこまでは言わないけど、あからさまに遊び感覚っていうのも嫌なの。
Yeah, I don't blame her.
遊び感覚ってそれは偏見だと思うな。そういうやり方もさ、いろいろ考えられた結果じゃないの。
What about desperation?
そんなものにいろいろって何よ。
例えば安心感が欲しいとか、つまり恋愛に臆病なことの裏返し。お、なんか綺麗だね。
What?
矛盾してるわ。臆病な人は最初から慎重だから保険をかけた付き合いをしなくちゃいけないようなことになんかならないわ。
Jesus Christ, we're going into logic battles now?
But でも千鶴の理屈だといきなり告白されてとりあえず付き合ってみようかとか言うの全否定されちゃってるんだけど。知り合うきっかけがなきゃ付き合うこともできないっていうかさ。
Yeah, exactly.
まあそうね。だからさっきの彼は本当に茜と付き合いたいと思うならあそこで告白なんかするべきじゃなかったのよ。
Yeah, don't say wanna go out, wanna be friends.
「そんな暇があったら茜の好きそうな話題を振ってさっきのあの瞬間を知り合うきっかけにすればよかったんだわ。
Yeah, yeah, seriously.
そういう段階を経てこそ相互理解の深まった本当の恋愛っていうのができるんじゃないかしら。
Maybe. But at the same time, maybe it could be the case that this person, they could be total opposites in a bad way.
めんどくさ
You need that for a good relationship.
じゃあ茜はいつ別れてもいいような保険のかかった付き合い方がいいっていうわけ？
私は嫌だよ。でも遊びじゃなくたってそういう状況になることはあると思うし、たとえ遊びでもそれを好む人を否定したって仕方ないじゃない。千鶴のお怒りはよーく分かったけどさ、そ んなこと言ってると彼氏
I
できない
disagree
よ。
entirely.
段階を経てとか言ってるうちにおばちゃんになっちゃうよ。
何よ。そういう茜だって結局3年間誰とも付き合わなかったじゃない。
私の場合はそんな堅苦しい理由じゃないもん。
じゃあ何よ。
それはっていうか理由なんてない。まあ強いて言うなら水泳一筋でそれどころじゃなかったってとこ。
But an excuse like this is fine if you're not in a relationship, but if you are, that's where it gets a little bit tricky.
何よ。
茜、本当に誰とも付き合わなかったの？
何言ってるのさ。それは千鶴がよくわかってるでしょ。
隠れて誰かと。
Well, it's a really good secret date if she says nothing has happened.
ないありえない。
My favourite secret date, one that doesn't even exist.
だよね。茜はそういう嘘苦手だもんね。
なんか素直に喜べないけどそういうことにしとく。
誰かを好きになったことぐらいはある？
何どうしていきなりそんな話。
2学期に入ってから茜変わったなと思って。
Interesting. Wait, let me just search when that is. Until early September. The answer's Takayuki, bet you anything.
Eh? 白陵に入学した頃に戻ったみたい。
Interesting. And also Haruka being able to get discharged from the hospital.
そうっていうかよく覚えてるね、そんな昔のこと。
寝坊して遅刻、勉強もダメ、そのくせ自信だけは人一倍。忘れたくても忘れられないわよ。
今はそんなんじゃないでしょ。
そこはね。でも明るくなった。昔みたいに。なんとなくいろいろ経験したのかなと思って。
These people really aren't close, it seems.
Oh. でもタイミング的には水泳とはあんまり関係ないみたいだから。じゃあ何なのかな?
Yeah, and that's the ironic thing. Of course, it doesn't have much to do with swimming, just considering that she pushed herself so much to do everything while Haruka was very vulnerable.
ああ、いいわよ。詮索するつもりはないから。ごめんね、変なこと言って。ねえ、それよりちょっと急がない？
そうだね。じゃあとりあえず坂の下まで走ろう。
嘘。ちょっと本気？スピードが乗って危ない。
Fucking idiot. Oh my god. Chizuru. We are being able to see her hair. She has very, very odd hair from the back.
さあ、うまく止まれますように。
待ちなさいよ。
ただいまー。ただいまー。
おかえりなさい。もう少しで晩ご飯よ。着替えたらちょっと手伝ってちょうだい。
お姉ちゃんは？
部屋で勉強してると思うわ。
そっか。今日なるみさんは？
最近仕事が忙しいみたいね。
Yeah, funny that she's not saying. Interesting.
仕事。
Work.
ついこの間まで毎日のように顔を合わせていたから少し寂しいわね。
Totally. Yeah, and isn't it interesting how the tables have turned? They turned in a very surprising way, if you ask me. They really did. I was not expecting that at all. Yeah, but I do find it interesting, just the conversation with Chizuru and Akane. I mean, I think it's really quite funny just how Akane's standards of love are totally influenced by shitty high school romance. I mean, if you want to actually get to know somebody and have full fun with them before you take it further to a relationship, you're never going to be able to get one. You've just got to fluke it and try to find somebody that you want. Which is ridiculous. Somebody has had too many high school romance related things thrown at her. It's just totally warped her perception. But anyway, I find it funny. Oh my god, this. Yeah, Chizuru is a nice friend though. She's quite cool. And she goes on the swimming team as well. But yeah. Seriously though. Yeah. I love this logical battle though, it's hilarious. But
まあまあ、世の中理屈じゃ解明できないこともあるって。
I just want to see something, by the way. I swear I've seen this character in Muv-Luv. Yeah, I wasn't wrong. Yeah. Okay, I know this is probably a bit of a spoiler, but she's one of the main heroines of Muv-Luv and Muv-Luv Alternative. Yeah. I'm going to be really interested to see how Kimi ga Nozomu Eien is going to have a connection to Muv-Luv, because it looks like these stories are very linked. There's a lot of characters that I've seen that are really quite similar. I mean, Haruka and Akane maybe? I swear the equivalent for Haruka is Sumika. But I saw that on a meme a long time ago before I even cared about Muv-Luv. I.e., kill the Sumika! Erase the Ahoge! That's literally what the meme was. Chop the Ahoge, kill the Sumika. Yeah. Oh, these guys know nothing.
じゃあ着替えたらよろしくね。
She doesn't. What if she has schoolwork to do? It's good to force your pet. It's good to force your kids to cook, I suppose, because that means you get experience. I'm kind of different. It's a bit more laid back at my house. The only reason I've learnt cooking is because I've kind of volunteered to help, really. Like, if I don't volunteer and I don't show that initiative, I don't get the skills I need for my later life, really. It's not as if I'm being forced. But I suppose, obviously, I do probably as much as... I don't know. I suppose in the weekends I probably do a similar amount to somebody who's forced to do it does. Just because of that. Because I always try to help out in the weekend if I don't have work. And I have a lot of time I can dedicate.
あの人がどうして茜を好きかも全然知らなかったんでしょ。それで告白をしてうまくいくなんて本気で思っていたのかしら。付き合うっていうことを軽く見ているとしか思えない。
そんなことないよ。
2学期に入ってから茜変わったなぁと思って。明るくなった。昔みたいに。なんとなくいろいろ経験したのかなと思って。でもタイミング的には水泳とはあんまり関係ないみたいだから、じゃあ何なのかなって。
なるみさん、そんなに忙しいのかな。
Good question.
あら、おはようはるか。早いわね。
おはよう。あれ？あかね。
おはよう姉ちゃん。朝に会うの久しぶりだね。
そうだね。今日朝練は？
今日はなし。
どうしたのはるか。今日は出かける用事でもあるの？
図書館にね、行きたいんだけど。
じゃあなるみさん、久しぶりに来るんだね。
お母さんに付き添ってもらえたら嬉しいなって。
Interesting.
昨日ほら、今日は午前中銀行に行くって言ってたでしょ。ちょっと寄り道してもらえない？
ええ、それは別にいいけど。
ねえお姉ちゃん、
何？
最近なるみさん来ないけど、どうしたの？
どうって。
だって今みたいな時はいつもなるみさんが迎えに来てたから。
Somebody's noticed?
あかねには言ってなかったっけ？高之くん、バイトのシフトが変わ
Dude,
った
you're
ん
a
だって。
fucking liar.
それであまり日中が開かなくなっちゃったの。
あらあら、そうなの？店長さんが決めるって言ってたものね。就職活動もあるんでしょ？今が頑張り時ね。
Well, he wasn't before, but he probably is now. I love that he was telling Haruka he was job hunting, and yet he was just then talking about how much he was dedicating, how much time he was dedicating to trying to make a meat pie. Oh, it's so sweet though. It's just so sad that it was met with the response that we saw.
じゃあ電話は？
Yeah, your lie's not going to be caught out forever.
毎日来てる。
No.
来てるよ。どうして？
Wait, actually, I don't know if this is true. I can't say. Instinct tells me no is the answer, but I don't know. I can't prove that.
うん。ほら、最近お姉ちゃん、私の記録のことで気を使ってくれて、勉強一緒にしなくなったでしょ。なんかその頃から電話が来てないような気がして。
Ah, okay. Yeah.
そっか。もう茜も習慣になっちゃったんだね。
Holy shit, she's
休憩
become
時間の
such a
合図
good
みたいなも
liar.
のだったしね。
そうだね。そっか、電話が来てないんじゃなくて、私が聞こえないだけか。
そうだと思うよ。マナーモードにしてるしね。
なんかこう、やっぱりあれがないと物足りない感じがしちゃうんだよね。
さあさあ、茜はそろそろ行かないと。はるかは飲み物何がいいかしら。
あ、自分でやる。
行ってきます。
いってらっしゃい。
That's sweet.
お姉ちゃん、
何？
なるみさんによろしく。またご飯食べに来てよって。
Yeah, so if you're lying, I'm gonna bust you out for it. Oh my god, that's it. I think this is all really quite interesting. Just seeing how Haruka is totally trying to change the Akane's. Dude, what the fuck was that stuttering? Akane's perception of what happened.
わかった。いってらっしゃい。
When did she become such a fucking good liar, though? Seriously.
やっぱり何か変だ。
No.
シフト変わったって本当？
Her instincts are right. Sky Temple. Oh my god. Oh, that's interesting. So Naru. That's the Naru that's used. I'm surprised. Because you normally see Naru with the hiragana Foru, but it's not there, and oh my god, it's one of those weird ones where, well, it's read mi in this case. I never knew that umi, or at least the kanji for umi, was read as mi until I read names like this. In the visual novel I'm reading in the Japanese, in the Japanese, yes, the visual novel that I'm reading in the Japanese, there is a character called Kurahashi Mikoto, and mi is obviously like that as well. Anyway, time to do the breaking action. Wow, that sounds really quite nice. I mean, obviously the food at Sky Temple is really quite trash, as he said, but still. God, seeing Takayuki in a waiter's uniform, it makes it hard to believe that somebody so smartly dressed is also so unproductive.
高雪さん、張り切ってますね。
今までが不真面目すぎたのよ。時給泥棒もようやくそれに気づいたよね。
The wage thief.
高雪さんの働きぶりに店長は時給を上げることを決めたそうですよ。
I thought that was because you. Wait, actually, why did that happen?
なんですと？本当なの？まゆまゆ。
はい、しかとこの耳で聞きました。
Oh my
昨日
god,
の
what?
話でございますよ。
Did he decide to go full time here or something?
店長も何考えてるんだか。ま、経営ってもんを何にも分かってないわね。
それは申し訳ありません。
And he heard that.
店長！
何分店長という旅外の大役ですから、皆さんにはご迷惑をおかけして
Jesus
大変
Christ.
申し訳ありません。
This guy is way too nice. I mean, I'm sorry, but you hear somebody saying something that is so slanderous to you, and yet you just casually want to forgive it. And even apologize for it.
いや、
しかし私にもようやく店長としての自覚が芽生えてきました。自分なりに経営というものが分かってきたので
Oh
す。
god.
それは頼もしいさ。ね、まゆまゆ。
Ah, yes, that's great. I'm learning how to be a manager and I'm doing everything my own way, even though his occupation has been a manager for months.
全くですね、先輩。
気づいてみると
That sprite is so
実に
weird.
簡単な話でした。増やしたのならその分どこかを減らせばよいのです。そう思いませんか？
So this guy should not have a qualification.
こんなことにも気づかず、いやはや全くお恥ずかしい。猛省した結果、これはすぐにでも取り組まねばならないと考えている次第です。ええ、今すぐにでも。
まゆまゆ、お客様がご来店よ。
はい、先輩。オーダー、そしてお水です。
Why is this so cheesily action packed?
まゆまゆ、順序が逆さ。
おや、なるみくん。そうですね。しかしそれにしても玉野さん、見事なまでに勘違いをしているようです。
Why are we getting sprites for Takayuki all of a sudden? I'd assume that chapter 3 is a lot more new compared to any of the other ones. That's so unfair though. So he's getting more money whereas they're getting less.
そうですね。
Yeah, seriously.
いえいえ、人の動かし方が分かってきただけです。はい、何でしょう。
What, you provoke them, and then when they come asking, you reassure them? I don't get this guy. He's actually doing stuff. Good for him. I hope his CV is remotely attractive. He's got a good manager. His manager likes him. Totally.
最近はいつにも増して熱心に働いていただいていますし、若者が頑張る姿は見ていて清々しいです。襟が正されます。
I love that he's saying you've been working even more diligently than usual, and yet at the same time, usually it's just him and Daikuji having stupid, childish quarrels. I mean, I'm sorry, but that is what it is. Let's be honest here. No, but his work ethic has improved. That's what he's trying to say.
Takayuki-san, どうしたんでしょうか? 私の見立てではオーダーミスね。ま、やる気空回りってやつ。
Dude, even clever people who work in hospitality make mistakes. You're the dumb one for blaming him for making a mistake.
あれ？確かあのテーブルのオーダーは先輩が。人生には試練がつきものなのさ。ヘタレクソ虫のやる気が本物ならあのぐらいクリアできなきゃね。
Fucking liar. She is so toxic. The amount of false stories she's made about Takayuki, it must be unbelievable. I mean, my god, I remember when she was thinking the manager was a pedo to begin with, and then we heard the conversation about the daughter and his struggles. Can I just mention, is the manager right behind him? Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I was right. Oh my god. Oh, fucking hell, that was actually deliberate. What, overcoming the trouble that you have caused? I mean, yeah, sure, you're immature as fuck, that's not the customer's fault. God. Daikuji having... Well, Takayuki having the upper hand in these ridiculous conversations with Daikuji. Impressive. Oh my god, he's even getting to boss her around.
Takayuki-san, 大人ですね。先輩とはもうステージが違うって感じです。
He's properly grown up. He's not having fun with Daikuji anymore. He is controlling Daikuji and he's being very professional. They're having a very different relationship as a result of it, which I'm surprised about if I'm going to be honest. And oh, Daikuji's a bit jealous. Well, he is. He was always more mature than her, let's be honest. Can I just mention, what I was saying about everything looking newer, is it me or the sprites look like they have been remastered? They just look a lot more clear in quality. I like it, yeah. Takayuki is encouraging Mayu to, well, just to get better at what she's doing. I like it. What?
マユマユはあんまり頑張らなくてもいいのさ。
Oh my god, did she
言っ
make...
たじゃないのさ。
She made a mistake from working too hard.
お前が行け。あんたの曲さ。
Oh god.
こんにちは。あった。
Wait, what the fuck happened? What happened? What did Mayu do?
いえ、私の方こそ急に仕事場まで押しかけちゃってすみません。大丈夫なんですか？
This is going to be interesting to see how this goes.
こんにちは。あった。
Jesus Christ, she sounds like she is in pain.
チースト
So I'm assuming she slipped when she was probably running around the restaurant because she wanted to begin working so hard that she'd be ultimately efficient, and then she literally collides into a customer, i.e. Akane. Is it free food? I'm fucking lucky. It's not food, but it's still something.
Oh.
Must be really quite sweet. Yeah, I remember that, yeah. I just remember that time today where we saw everything about Akane leaving them. And then obviously her seeing Chizuru. Chizuru is such a cool name. Chizuru. Chizuru. I think it's just how your tongue kind of, I don't know, like how when making the sounds for your mouth. Chizuru. Yeah, your tongue's kind of at the same point. I don't know, it just sounds really cool to say her name. I'm not really fully sure why, it just does. Yeah, it does, yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah, and then you just see Hayase, who has hair longer than your fucking arm. Well, longer than 2 of your arms. If you cut all of Hayase's hair off and then measured, I don't know, its volume, and then you measured volume of her arm, yeah, you just gotta cut her arm off first and then measure the volume of it, which, how many, how much of the volumes of Hayase's hair would be able to create one Hayase arm? Jesus Christ, I should just die. Yeah, that is fair though. Even though they are going to Sky
あ
Temple.
りがとうございます。いつものことじゃないですか。
Yeah, she can do what she wants. Yeah. Don't make it sound like that's being serious, because that's one of the first things that he used to bond with her sister. Yeah, don't do that to Akane. It'll look like you're having a fucking affair with the sister as well. Which ironically does happen in the Akane route, which I'm going to be quite excited to read. Especially just to see how much of a contrast it's going to be to Haruka's route.
ありがとう。
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. Whoa. This is going to be entertaining. I feel bad for her though. Haruka's dodging all of her questions. No, Haruka gave so many convenient excuses. Just say, have your shifts changed recently? Well, I feel bad for her. She wants to know how her sister's getting on and how Takayuki is going to have an impact on her future, of course.
はい。でも、こんなこと言っていいのかどうか。
To be fair, it is a bit selfish. She is just saying it for her own curiosity.
「それはこっちのセリフです」。悩んでても仕方ないから思い切って聞きますけど、お姉ちゃんと何かあったんですか
？Yep. This is where it gets a bit complicated.
?最近お姉ちゃんの様子
Totally.
変ですよ。何も気づいてないんですか？
Oh, I know, it's tricky. Bit of a change of character, no? Can I just mention, this looks so unusual. Looks like something you'd see in Harry Potter.
それだけですか？
Jesus Christ.
やっぱりなるみさんも変ですね。お姉ちゃんの様子が変だなんていつものなるみさんには言いづらいです。だってそんなこと言ったらすごく気にしますよね。でもなんだかそのこと最初から知ってたみたいな反応だし。
He did though.
じゃあ電話はしてますか？
I haven't been studying recently though, so that she can focus on her swimming. Damn. Yeah, basically. Agreed. Tell the truth. Yeah. Even though he's like, oh god, I get that you don't want Akane to worry, but you're fucking lying, man. You're lying through your teeth. It's not right. Last texted message. Leave me alone!
そうですか。え、
Oh, you're just getting yourself into a really bad situation.
わかりました。そういえばなるみさん、シフトが変わったのにどうして今日いるんですか？
Oh my god. god, so funny how he was caught out. That's hilarious. Because he didn't even... That's the best time to expose a liar. When they lie about something they don't even know about whether they're meant to lie about or not. Oh, that's so funny. God, he was played into a corner there. To be fair, best case, it's so good that Akane... It's good for Takayuki that Akane has been taking breaks because of the fact that her swimming is being prioritised. Yeah, exactly, yeah. It wasn't even Haruka, but basically still applies. Still has the same... Well, the result, even though the causality of the result is different, it still is... It still doesn't really matter. Because ultimately it paints the same picture, even if the causes of said picture are different. I.e. different to what they truly are. I've been calling Haruka every day and yet he doesn't know about this. Bit odd, but okay. Exactly. She knew you were lying from the start. Yep. He realised it too late.
もうやめましょうよ、なるみさん。どうしてそういう単純なのに引っかかっちゃうんですか？姉さん、なるみさんのシフトが変わったから会えなくなったって言ってます。嘘ですよね。
Yep.
正直に言えば、私はなるみさんのシフトが変わってないのをここに来る前
Yeah,
から知
she's
ってま
always
した。
seen through everything.
だから最初から姉さんが嘘をついていたのは分かってたんです。でもどうしてなのか分からない。なるみさんが最近うちに来ない理由とか、電話が来てないみたいだとか、そういうところもなんかおかしいと思ってました。
Yeah,
姉さ
totally.
んの答えもなるみさんの答えも理屈は通るけどなんか変。納得できません。特に姉さん嘘ついてたし。何かあったんですね。まさかとは思いますけど、なるみさん、お姉ちゃ
He
ん。
should not lie. Yes, it is. No, she abandoned him. Yeah, totally. All of her. Well, let's be honest, the ruination of her fucking life would be for nothing if you did that.
だったら
Good. He made the right decision. She definitely did not expect this answer, let's be honest here.
お姉ちゃんがなるみさんに？
Yep.
なるみさん、それでいいんですか？
I totally agree. He's thinking very idealistically about this. It's just kind of one of the things where he feels as if he is going to 100% solve it, and if he doesn't, then how troublesome. He will be able to solve it, and he will do everything in his power to solve it, and if he doesn't solve it, then obviously everything is going to go to decline. Yeah, no, totally. And if anything, I think it's totally reasonable that Akane has thought this. And if I'm going to be honest, I think Akane is thinking way more realistically than Haruka. I think Haruka has actually been quite ridiculous in this situation. Not really something I would have expected for people who are as close as they are. Unless there's more to it.
それを曲げる必要はないとも思います。
I agree, yeah.
そうです。他人にそう聞こえてしまうことであっても、それが成美さんの夢なら仕方がありませんよ。人によっていろんな夢があるんだから。そういうことだって普通にありますよね、きっと。まあ実際あるわけですけど、ここに。私だったらそれを何とかしようとして心にもないことを持ち出すより、その夢を理解してもらうように頑張ると思います。けどお姉ちゃん、そんなに物分かりが悪いってことはないと思うけどな。頭だっていいし、分かりづらくたって伝わると思いますけど。とにかく必要なのは理解です。
And it just really feels as if she doesn't have that vital understanding.
いえ、どういたしまして。はあ、そっか。
Her advice caused this in a way, but she was just saying what she thought was right. You could never blame her. And that too, I suppose, yeah. Yeah. No, that's totally reasonable.
なるみさん。別に私のことはいいんですよ。お姉ちゃん、ひどい
I
よ。
can't, to be honest. I see that. No, you're not. No, I totally disagree. Isn't it interesting what he does here? Haruka, he just views Haruka in way too bright of a light, if you ask me, because, I mean, Haruka has abandoned Takayuki after he has done so much for her without being able to tell him any of her feelings, and without being able to give a true reason as to why she is doing this. What she has done is absolutely ridiculous. Maybe it's the case that it wasn't even the dream that caused it.
だって成美さんはお姉ちゃんのために
Exactly, yeah.
お姉ちゃんに理解してもらうために精一杯やったんじゃないですか。
I find it interesting what Akane thinks is the fact that Takayuki trying his hardest for Haruka and her really, really admiring what he has done over these past 3 years. Well, obviously everything apart from what's happened with Hayase, but still. That as well. Yet it just feels like it's all been thrown away. Oh, Haruka's gonna get a telling off from Akane, let's be honest here. I think he did his best, and I don't think he could have done any more than that. I think Akane's being perfectly reasonable here. I see that, yeah. That is very true. That is, yeah, I see that. Yeah. Exams. That's a good example of that. It's a very, very pessimistic mindset, if anything. It's just thinking that you tried your hardest, but you failed. It doesn't matter that you've tried your best, it only matters that you've failed. I've had that mindset quite a lot, actually. It's interesting to see him kind of echo some of my thoughts. Fair.
Narumi-san.
Yeah, totally.
Nara, 電話して話をするぐらいしたって。
Yeah.
時間いつまで必要なんですか？はい。え？Narumi-san.
She really does care about Haruka so much. I just really hope that Takayuki is having a very idealistic view of these things. To think about the fact that their relationship is kind of like it's on the edge of a cliff, and Haruka, in order to prevent it going into the sea, needs to step back, otherwise it will go into the sea. Yeah, but the only problem about all of this is that Yeah. He always feels like he's just making things right. What if that doesn't happen in the end? What if he fails? He's going to be distraught. I don't even know if he'll be able to recover at this point. Like, seriously. Yeah, God, just totally alienate yourself from her. Must be very painful for Akane to be able to hear this. But at least she's got the truth now, which she didn't have before. Yeah, he has so many instinctive feelings towards her. He's just totally tied towards her. Look after Haruka. I do wonder if Akane is going to be the glue of their relationship, let's be honest here. She's going to be the person that's going to be able to mend it. She has the glue. Let's hope she has super glue. Very powerful super glue. That prevents separation. I think somebody should just lynch me for these awful analogies.
なるみさん。
Oops. Just wanted to see how much time I
夜
have
空
left.
に星が瞬くように。
Oh my god. Does she remember it?
口にするのも恥ずかしい。メルヘンチックなおまじないだって。
Yeah, you would have thought that it could be something that could eternally bind them together. We have seen on multiple occasions that those words, unfortunately, as sweet as they may seem, are just words. They don't hold much meaning.
美月先輩。おかしいです。
そう？何が？
だってじゃあ成美さんが姉さんを選んでも構わないってことですよね。
そうね。私も見てくれるなら。
ありえない。
そう？私だけを見てなんてことは言ってない。私も見てほしいって言ってるだけよ。
だからそれが。
茜、本気で人を好きになったことある？
Yeah, I feel like that has made her real. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
がないならこれ以上話を続けることに意味はないし、あるのなら考えが違うのよ。それだけ。
そんな言葉で逃げるなんて許せません。
あんたに許してもらおうなんて最初から思ってないよ。
Reasonable.
それじゃ。
成美さんがかわいそうだとは思わないんですか？
何がかわいそうなのよ。
今のあなたです。こんな風になってしまったあなたと接していかなきゃいけない成美さんの気持ち、今のあなたには絶対理解できない。今のあなたは存在自体狂ってるわ。
So what's the relevance here, I wonder?
だって私にだって本気で好きになった人ぐらいいますよ。
And it's the person you've just been talking to, I'll bet you anything.
その人と過ごすことができればそれだけでいい。たとえ狂ってると言われても。それわかります。
It's the love that she has that can never develop. She loves Takayuki for his kindness, that's nothing else. She feels as if Haruka has got this amazing, amazing love. And yet she just can't appreciate what she has. Yet Akane can.
わかるから。だからどうして成美さんがあんなに。
Alright, so new day now. Looks like we're going to dawn. Dawn? Why did I say dawn? I meant like early evening time. That'll be interesting to see what she thinks. But why did she think about Hayase's conversation? I just kind of want to think about that. But I suppose the more Akane falls for Takayuki, the more she's starting to understand Mitsuki's obsession. Just starting to understand the fact that if you have somebody you really like, even if they don't fully have their feelings directed at you, you just want to spend time with them so that you can experience their company, really. And it becomes a total obsession. It is reasonable as to why this has happened. Very surprising, but it is fair. Yeah, but this is why she doesn't tell Takayuki. Bet you anything. Anyway, that was really quite fun today. Why is the clock in the game an hour out? Anyway, that was quite interesting, and it's going to be fun to see how this relationship with Akane and Takayuki potentially develops, and what's going to happen and how her development is going to change. Yeah, it is interesting. Interesting how she's changed after September. She probably really started to like Takayuki. Oh my god, that's so awkward. Yeah, I'm quite surprised about that, to be honest. It was interesting to see a bit more of Hayase's story, and I hope we're going to be able to see some more stuff with Hayase and Akio. And yeah, just in general, there was a lot of small scenes that happened today. I really like the confrontation at the end, and the work scene was quite surprising too. And yeah, it's just really quite surprising to think that everything's turned out this way, and it's nice to get more on obviously everything that's going on with the situation with Haruka. Yeah, it's going to be quite exciting to see how this progresses really, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.